Welcome to another unit in this Access course. This time I want to talk about so-called macro tools, or as some know them from other databases as so-called triggers. Well, we discussed something akin to triggers before when we talked about validation of our inputs. So if I wanted to assure, for example, with the sales force that an age entered has to be larger than 0, we could switch to the design view, could go here and ascertain with the validation rule that it's larger than 0. So this was one possibility to automatically react to any changes done to the data. However, it might make sense to also enact different macros, different actions, depending on what is happening at a certain point. And for this, we could use so-called macros or macro tools. It's not fully what you might think about if you think about macros in the context of Visual Basic programs, but it's similar to it, and you could replace one thing by the other, at least to a certain level. In this context, to use them, we could open any table and then switch to table, and here we see a difference between before and after events. So before anything is changed or before something is deleted, do a certain action. So if I click, for example, on before changes are enacted, I can select what should happen in this case. For example, I can make an if condition if what is changed has the following aspects, or if an error while changing occurs, do the following actions. So I can make a lot of different changes occur or tests occur before something is changed. And the same thing works as well with before I delete an entry from the table, or after I inserted something into the table, after I deleted it from the table, or I can just refer to other macros which I programmed in VBA. So that's about it. This is similar also if you worked with Excel before and you used those workbook handlers. Well, workbook handlers with Excel, they are also referred to via Visual Basic. And Visual Basic in this case is also what is underlying all of these event handlers or macro tools, so to speak. So it's actually a small VBA program which you are building here without the actual programming behind it. Well, that's, as I said, everything I wanted to mention with regard to macro tools. So I hope you enjoyed this short comment or a short session. I say goodbye and see you next time.